So if you want to try and get a rubber coupling for a GT6, for instance, which I'm working on, onto a freshly cleaned up and painted hub, I removed the whole thing, including the torsion bar, and the idea is that you do remove the ring on the outside, and then you put it on here and you pull it over the other prongs. It can be done. I've done it for the other side. Once it's on, you use a number of circlips pushed together. They're only about 3-inch circlips together, and you put it over here and tighten it back down so that you can actually get the bolt. You can get the bolts in. But first, we've got to get the ring over here, which, as you can see, is a bit of a struggle. Even with the torsion ring taken off, it still is quite a chore to get it over. So let's see how we do again. Once you've taken the ring off, put it in a bucket of boiling water, well, nearly boiling anyway, and leave that to soak for about 5 minutes. Okay, I'm now going to go and get the warmed up donut from the bucket. And here it is, nicely warmed up. Now it's been exactly as I thought it was last time, a real struggle. I know it does go on because I've done it. Seems to be moving around a lot more than it did last time. I'll stop it there till I get it over the first prong. Okay, that's over the first one. I found that using 2 levers was actually better, so I'll have a crack at doing this again. See whether I can get it once more into the breech. And there you are. Well, anyway, there you are. Nothing to it really. It's on. When you've got it on, finally, underneath there, you have to put on the band and tighten it up so that it will measure up to the holes again, because at the moment, as you can see, or not, it won't match up to the holes. They need to be pulled in. Right, I've put on the coupling. As you can see, that's now firmly on. I've torqued down the bolts. I've not tried this before, but I've fixed the half shaft on there, and I'm going to try and fit it with the half shaft connected. Previously I put the hub back on, then I connected that. It was a bit of a struggle. Going to see if this is any easier. So it's going in there, the differential half shaft goes in there, and then the top bracket back on here. The bushes are in good condition. I'm not actually going to replace them, so I'll just clean this up and put it back together again with the new donut. In order to get the half shaft back in here under the spring, I have to create a lift for the spring so I can push it in. I'll be doing that next. Okay, lifting the leaf spring, I've used a jack, piece of wood, and an old aerial support with a couple of Jubilee clips, and that seems to have lifted it up, and I should be able to get the differential half shaft connected back in, and with this mounted on the bottom, so the bottom bracket. So let's see how that goes. I can't hold this and do it at the same time, so you have to trust me. I'm about the halfway stage now. I've connected the differential. It did fit after a bit of fiddling, but I wanted to leave these slightly loose so that I can get some play for when I do the up and bottom suspension joints there. As you can see, the donut's fixed now. The aerial seems to be holding at the moment, and I've just got the torsion bar, radius arm that is, on there, and I'm just about to try and do up the bolts at the top and bottom, which means distorting this donut because there was some flex on that. So in the end I had to use a tensioning device to pull this back so I could get this bracket on, so distorting the donut at the same time. But at least it's done. Now I just need to torque it all up, take all this stuff away. It's now successfully together. I've taken all the jacks away, new rubber donut in place, all the bolts polished up and the thing repainted. I've got just the shock absorber to go on here and here, and then that's the job done. Put the bleed the brakes, and then put the wheel back on. Hopefully after the carburetors are back, I'll be able to take it for a run. Thanks for watching, if you did.